Welcome seekers of the truth to the Magical Services channel. So this is going to be a most supreme career horoscope for the general collective for the time that the moon is in Capricorn, and that is going to be from July 26th around 1 p.m. Universal Time to July 29th around 1 p.m. Universal Time. So with that said, let's get into your reading. So the career climate from July 26th to July 29th, 2026 is defined by culmination, expansion, structural pressure, and professional reinvention. The waxing Capricorn moon moves from 0 degrees to the final degree of Capricorn while illumination rises from 91.6 degrees to 99.7 degrees. This is a period in which professional matters demand tangible results. Plans, ambitions, business models, and work habits are being tested against reality. What is viable can be strengthened. What is inefficient or unsustainable becomes increasingly obvious. The Capricorn moon emphasizes discipline, productivity, financial realism, responsibility, and long-term construction. Its movement through the data set is particularly important because it progresses through different houses as the ascendant changes, but its fundamental career message remains consistent. Stop measuring potential and start measuring output. This is excellent energy for completing projects, tightening systems, reviewing finances, establishing procedures, and converting a broad ambition into something operational. Venus in Virgo reinforces this emphasis. Moving from approximately 18.24 degrees to 21 degrees Virgo, Venus favors quality, craftsmanship, usefulness, organization, and professional refinement. This is strong energy for improving a service, product, offer, portfolio, presentation, pricing structure, or customer experience. Professional attractiveness comes through competence rather than superficial promotion. The more useful and precise your work becomes, the easier it is for others to recognize its value. The warning is perfectionism. Venus in Virgo can keep improving something indefinitely instead of releasing it. The waxing moon approaching fullness argues against that. Refine what matters, then deploy it. Excellence is valuable only when it becomes functional. Mercury in Cancer moves from roughly 16.39 degrees to 17.36 degrees Cancer, while forming a tense relationship with Saturn in Aries. This places communication, negotiation, contracts, planning, and professional judgment under pressure. Information may arrive with emotional complications, or an important conversation may feel more serious than expected. Delays, restrictions, demanding clients, bureaucratic obstacles, or concerns about whether a plan is sufficiently secure are possible. Yet, Mercury, Saturn, the Mercury-Saturn, what's the word I'm looking for? The Mercury-Saturn relationship is also excellent for disciplined thinking. This is a period to check figures, verify claims, read agreements carefully, document commitments, and strengthen proposals before acting. Do not let urgency make you careless. A temporary restriction can ultimately produce a more durable professional structure. Mars in Gemini supplies the necessary momentum, moving from 19.23 degrees to 21.05 degrees in Gemini. Mars accelerates communication, networking, sales, marketing, writing, content creation, negotiation, and information exchange. There can be multiple opportunities simultaneously, particularly through communication or social networks. The danger is dispersion. Mars in Gemini can generate enormous activity without equivalent accomplishment. Choose the channels that have the highest return and concentrate your effort there. Mars's opposition to true Black Moon Lilith is especially important. Lilith advances through Sagittarius from approximately 20.13 degrees to 23.10 degrees, while Mars moves through Gemini. The opposition, therefore, remains active as Lilith progresses nearly 3 degrees through Sagittarius. Professionally, this can expose a conflict between conventional expectations and the desire for independence, unconventional methods, blunt truth, or freedom from restrictive structures. This can manifest as refusing to follow an outdated career model, challenging an authority, pursuing an unusual business direction, or becoming unwilling to suppress an idea merely because it might provoke criticism. The constructive expression is strategic independence. Say what needs to be said, but do not confuse unnecessary provocation with professional courage. Venus' square to Lilith adds another layer. The desire to remain professionally acceptable may conflict with the desire to be completely authentic. This is particularly relevant to personal branding, creative work, entrepreneurship, and public-facing careers. Your distinctive qualities can become competitive advantages when they are presented deliberately rather than defensively. The dominant expansion signature is the Sun-Jupiter conjunction in Leo. The Sun moves from 3.36 degrees to nearly 6 degrees Leo, while Jupiter advances from 5.46 degrees to 6.19 degrees. Their conjunction tightens from a little over 2 degrees to approximately 0.20 degrees by the end of the period. This is powerful career energy for visibility, leadership, confidence, recognition, entrepreneurship, promotion, creative authority, and expansion. Something may be asking to become bigger. The danger is Jupiter's tendency to exaggerate. Confidence can become overconfidence. Expansion can outrun infrastructure. Optimism can encourage excessive spending or promises. The correct response is not to shrink the ambition, but to build the structure capable of carrying it. That becomes especially important because the Sun-Jupiter conjunction opposes retrograde Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto introduces power, competition, institutional pressure, transformation, and changes in control. Professional growth may alter your relationship with authority or expose power dynamics that were previously tolerable. This is not necessarily an obstacle to success. It means success changes the stakes. As visibility increases, scrutiny and competition can increase as well. Avoid unnecessary power struggles. Build leverage through competence, independence, resources, and strategic positioning. Uranus in Gemini adds an important innovation component. Its movement from approximately 4.49 degrees to 4.55 degrees in Gemini favors technology, communication, new platforms, unconventional networking, information systems, and experimental approaches. A surprising contact, technological development, new audience, or unconventional idea may have more professional potential than initially appears. The true nodes add a deeper developmental dimension. The true north node retrogrades from 0 degrees Pisces toward 29.52 degrees Aquarius, while the south node moves from 0 degrees Virgo toward 29.52 degrees Leo. The nodes are therefore crossing a sign boundary during this very short period, shifting the broader developmental emphasis from Pisces Virgo toward Aquarius Leo. Professionally, this marks movement away from excessive perfectionism, over-analysis, and dependence upon personal recognition toward greater adaptability, innovation, systems thinking, networks, collective intelligence, and broader relevance. The useful lesson is not to abandon Virgo's precision or Leo's confidence, but to stop allowing either perfectionism or validation seeking to dictate the career strategy. Saturn and retrograde Neptune in Aries reinforce the distinction between vision and structure. Neptune supplies imagination, inspiration, and an emerging future vision. Saturn demands that the vision become practical, disciplined, and defensible. A career direction that exists only as an idea will not be enough. The period rewards turning knowledge into systems, inspiration into products, and ambition into repeatable processes. The overall career message is therefore unusually clear. The opportunity is expansion, but the mechanism is structure. Capricorn supplies discipline. Venus in Virgo improves quality. Mars in Gemini creates movement. Jupiter-Sun conjunction amplifies visibility and ambition. Uranus introduces innovation and unpredictability. Pluto transforms power structures. Saturn tests durability. Neptune supplies the vision. The nodes indicate a transition toward a more adaptive and networked future. Lilith insists that professional advancement cannot require permanent suppression of your unconventional instincts. The strongest strategy from July 26th to July 29th is consequently to finish what matters. Refine what has commercial or practical value. Communicate deliberately. Experiment intelligently. And expand only where the underlying structure can support growth. This is not a period for shrinking your ambitions. It is a period for making them more credible. The waxing moon approaching fullness says that results are becoming visible. The nearly exact Sun-Jupiter conjunction says that expansion is available. Pluto says that expansion will transform your position. Lilith says that authenticity matters. The nodes say that all definitions of success are changing. So build bigger, but build intelligently. Make your work useful, your systems durable, your message precise, and your ambitions impossible to dismiss because the results themselves provide the evidence. So that is what I had for you today, collective. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please feel free to like this video, comment this video, share this video, or hype this video, or subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, or hype our channel by letting your friends and acquaintances who would benefit from it know about it. All those acts would be great and greatly appreciated. Now, if you want more in-depth insight into things, and stay in tune with future uploads of the channel, because I always try to keep fresh stuff on here for y'all. All sign readings, sign specific readings, longs and shorts, divination readings, astrology readings, and whatever else you'd like to see. So please do let me know about it, and we'll see if we can make it happen. Now, there's a magical service being offered in the description box. Feel free to check it out. It could be very useful. And this is, after all, a magical channel. Beyond that, I thank you so much for being here and for being part of our tribe and supporting our channel. Until the next time, blessings.